Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. Look at how pretty it is on the Oregon coast.
Hey, welcome to Five Sip Friday.
Yeah, I didn't really do the intro to our normal thing. I just got excited because we are on the coast for quite a few days, and I'm pumped.
Yeah, and it's not even that cold.
And I probably shouldn't be so pumped because we were just on the Oregon coast, but this time, not working, not running.
I think it's always exciting to be on the Oregon coast, and I'm also excited today because we have a sample from our friend, Jeff Perkins.
Hi, Jeff.
If it's your first time joining us for Five Sip Friday, we nose the glass, take 5 sips, try and figure out what it is that we're drinking, say whether or not we like it, and ultimately it is revealed. There's not a lot to say. This is very rich looking in appearance. It's coating the glass. It's so dark. It looks like trouble, and I can't wait to get into it.
It is so beautiful. It smells rich.
I feel like I'm driving a truckload of brown sugar around.
Yeah, it smells really rich. Like,
Maple syrup, brown sugar.
if this was Zero Sip Fridays, I would go bourbon and I would go aged.
Should we start Zero Sip Sundays?
Zero Sip Sundays.
Yeah, the smell alone is intoxicating.
Yeah, it's oaky, it's bourbony, but it is kind of
I
bourbony.
think it is too.
It is brown sugary. Let's get into sip number
Yeah,
one.
sip number 1. Let's start the weekend.
I'm not gonna go low on the proof on this one. Woo! Ooh, the finish is wonderful. I
Yeah.
got distracted by the proof at the beginning of the sip, and then just rich, luscious flavors. The oak, the brown sugar, the vanilla.
I love
got
that
a
you
hint
said
of berries.
luscious.
Ooh,
Luscious is such a great way to say it. Oh, berries, yeah. All the things that you said, and I was expecting like a dark, bitter chocolate to hit at
Yeah.
some point. Nothing like that, just sweetness. Beautiful, beautiful sweetness.
yeah, it might be on the second sip, which is gonna happen right now. Ooh, there's a hint of cinnamon. Ooh.
Wow.
There's something unpredictable in that sip. It took
Yeah.
a bit of a twist to something really spicy, like a spicy pepper.
Like French toast with candied ginger on it.
Ginger.
The spice there
Mm-hmm.
is something else. It's really unique and a little bit like mouth-watering.
Yeah.
You want to go sip 3?
Oh, you're doing what I normally do.
I'm tempted today.
There's something a little earthy on the nose now.
Ooh.
That vanilla comes through really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It is a deep flavor. It is,
Yeah.
the berries in there are not bright. Like, they are like a plum or something like a darker stone fruit.
And that's true. But a lot of times accompanying that, you get bitter flavors,
Mm-hmm.
something overly intense. This doesn't strike me as overly intense. There's no bitterness here. It is sweet and enjoyable, but based on how my tongue is going numb and there's a burn going on
Yeah.
in the best possible way, this is not going to be low proof, I don't think.
Outside of that first initial sip, this drink's really nice.
It's calming down.
You know that she's a hitter. I mean, just in the proof department, but you don't mind.
I don't mind at all.
Sip 4.
Yeah.
I'm getting that oak and that cinnamon.
Oak is great on this.
What-
It really has a French toast maple syrup quality that I'm
Yeah.
loving.
What do you think about the finish? At first, like, the flavors came through really nice on the finish, and I still agree with it. I don't necessarily think it's a super long finish, but the finish is really flavorful.
The finish to me, what I'm getting is a lingering, the best part of a gooey cinnamon roll. That middle part when some of the cinnamon and the goo has gotten kind of like goopy and kind of
I love
hard
it.
in the middle and it sticks in your teeth and it's that flavor. I think it's great.
I also just lied because I said that it wasn't a long finish, yet I can still taste the flavor.
It's
I
hanging
can,
around.
Yeah, I can feel it here and I can still kind of taste them, so I retract that statement.
Well, I think that there's such an intensity on the nose
Yeah.
and the palate that the finish, it does taper off a little bit, but it's not going away. So you may not realize that you're getting an awesome finish there, but it is there.
Sip 5 and let's find out what this is.
I almost don't want to take another. I don't want to take my last sip. I like it too much. It's terrific. Whatever it is. Usually we say like, do you like it? You can already tell.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
We
whiskey.
have had smiles on and we've been a little bit more chattier on this 5 Sip Friday, so I think that means we liked it.
Yeah.
I also just want to make a note, and this is kind of a weird note, but I got a little eucalyptus on the beginning of the palate. So a little bit of that like earthy healthiness. Yeah, this is a healthy drink,
It's
right?
a health drink.
It's a health. We're drinking something
Yeah.
healthy.
Loved by koalas everywhere. Koalas eat eucalyptus, right? Am I right about that?
Maybe?
It might
Or
be an
aloe?
idiotic. It might be the
or-
most idiotic comment of all time on this channel, and there've been a few doozies. All right, well, you know we like it, and you know we love it. Quite honestly, what do you think it is?
So I'm going bourbon. I'm going 127 proof. It's probably a little bit higher than that, but 127 proof. MGP. I don't think it's a craft distillery.
This is a really tough one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 133 proof.
Yeah, you're probably more
I'm
accurate.
going high because it's so flavorful, but it is continuing to give me a Kentucky hug.
Yeah.
And so I think it's pretty high proof. I agree with you. I think it's bourbon. I don't think it's craft either. There's a tiny touch of Heaven Hill there, but I don't think that's what it is. Matter of fact, I'm not fully convinced that it's Kentucky. I think it could be something West Coast, like a Woodinville or something like that. It's just unique enough that I don't know if it's craft, but I wouldn't think that it's one that I'm very familiar with. Regardless, I think it's fantastic, and thank you, Jeff Perkins, for such an awesome sample.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
On to the envelope. Let's find out what we've been drinking.
Oh, I love when you throw us stuff that I've never heard of. So, thank you, Jeff Perkins. This is Lost Lantern Boulder Spirits Single Cask Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 138.6 proof. We should have gone higher.
Wow.
You were still within 5 proof points, though.
How cool is that? Hey, that's
Were
not
you?
bad.
I think you were.
Yeah, 133, that's close enough.
Close enough.
We're within 5.6.
This is Colorado Straight Bourbon Whiskey distilled in Boulder, Colorado.
Well, there you go. I did say I didn't think it was Kentucky. That's pretty good. Lost Lantern, all I know about them is that they select barrels from all over the place, and they're always very good, is my understanding.
Yeah.
And this is very, very good. I don't know if this one's possible to get anywhere, but I would be on the lookout for this one.
Ah, so this means it's craft then.
Boulder Spirits, I don't know enough about them, but I would think that's probably a craft distillery. I don't think that they sell anything locally by us to find out, but we'll have to look into it. If you know about Boulder Spirits, and if everything that they make is this good, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to know a lot more.
And I should never double down on my answers. I should have just gone like MGP and then cut my losses, but alas.
Well, this is absolutely delicious whiskey. Boulder Spirits, if you can find them, check them out. Lost
Yep.
Lantern, if you can find that stuff, check them out. They're all doing great work, apparently, and from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We did say bourbon.
We did.